Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Braemar Field here in Edina. We have the Edina Hornets baseball season opener, and what a night for it here. The visiting Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars, they are in the baby blue tops with the navy sleeves, navy helmets, and the home team, the Hornets, in the home whites with the green caps, green numbers, and gold trim. And we are set for baseball here in Edina. It is a picture-perfect evening for the season opener between the Edina Hornets and the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars. It's been a late arriving spring here in Minnesota, but what a night for the opener. 55 degrees at first pitch. Not a cloud in the sky as Nick Henches gets set to open the season for the Hornets. Light winds as well. And we are set for baseball. The right-hander stands in for Bloomington Jefferson to lead it off. This is Braden Ebeling. And Henches, the lanky left-hander, he's in the windup. His first pitch offering is high and outside, ball one. 1-0 to Ebeling, and the season is officially underway here at Braemar Field. It just fires, and that one is in there for a strike at the knees. Henches gets the sign. And that one missed maybe just outside. 2-1 the count here to Ebeling, the leadoff batter for the Jaguars. And he swings and misses at the pitch there on the outside corner. That'll even the count 2-2. Shermack and Cunningham do up as well here in the first. For Bloomington Jefferson, we'll get the Edina defense in just a moment. And fouling one off, there's Ebeling as he stays alive. Too close to take. It remains 2-2. Henches, 2-2 pitch. Just outside. Ebeling thought about it. It'll run full to the leadoff batter for the Jaguars. Payoff pitch, and that one is low. It's a leadoff walk for Ebeling, who is on leadoff batter aboard for the Jaguars, and Shermack is the batter for Bloomington Jefferson. Let's look at the infield defense. For Edina, at first base is Caden Morgan. Second base, Lewis Meyer. The shortstop is Will Couchman. Third base, Jackson Nevers. Across the outfield, left to right, we have Jack McCoy in left field. Center fielder is Camden Chrysler, as the bunt attempt is fouled back. One strike there. Right fielder Jack Dobish, for Edina. And the catcher is Adam Bergholtz.
Nice effort.
So 0-1 the count here to the two-hole hitter for Bloomington Jefferson. They look to put down the bunt there with the first pitch. Healthy lead at first, and they'll check that. Throw over to Morgan, and Ebeling's back in safely. Aiden Shermack, the center fielder for Bloomington Jefferson. He looks down to third base, gets the signs, and is back in the box. 0-1 the count. Henches set, and his 0-1 pitch misses outside. Oh, it's a strike. 0-2. Admittedly, our broadcast position here on this Thursday evening is not super close to home plate, so we got the third baseline view here, so I can't hear the balls and strikes necessarily, and looks like our home plate ump tonight has a little bit of a slow strike call, if you will, and there's a strikeout first out of the night as Shermack goes down swinging. So bear with me here if I get a few balls and strikes mixed up as we look for the sign. Three-hole hitter here for Jefferson is Matty Cunningham. One out and one man on at first. Ebeling's checked again by Henches. This is the catcher, Matty Cunningham, wearing number 1, right-handed hitter. And first pitch, cut on and missed, laid on a fastball. He did get a piece of it, 0-1. And just coming back strong so far after walking the opening batter. It was a good battle with Ebeling, but back and attacking the strike zone with a man on. And just shakes off 1. Now he comes set. 0-1. And that one missed. It's 1-1. The pitcher, Alex Crewson, on deck for Jefferson as a cleanup batter. 1-1 pitch here to Cunningham. And that one is in there for a strike. Burkhalter didn't catch it cleanly, but it did clip the inside corner. 1-2 count on Cunningham. Takes a look down to third for the signs. Ebeling still with a solid lead at first base. Henches checks again, and he'll come home. That one's smothered in the dirt by Burkhalter, but Ebeling's going to get up to second base. On the breaking ball in the dirt.
Wild pitch.
Official scorer Pete Wagner calls it a wild pitch. I'd have to agree. It's now runner in scoring position. Ebeling scoots down to second. And it is 2-2 to Cunningham. And just checks the runner now at second. Cut on and missed. Second strikeout. Both swinging for Nick Henches. And now 2 down.
Now batting for Jefferson. Number 11, Alex Crewson.
Alex Crewson, the starting pitcher. He'll hit for himself in the cleanup spot for the Jaguars. RBI spot here with a runner in scoring position. And just comes home. And that one just a little bit low for ball 1. Having the height of the strike zone should be no problem from this angle. It's just inside and outside that will be a little bit trickier to judge from the third base line here. Henches checks the runner. That one's lined into or toward second, and it's cut for the third out of the inning. Soft line drive there. Leadoff walk stranded at second by Nick Henches. Hornets coming to bat in the bottom of the first. No score between Jefferson and Edina. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Gotta make sure my car is not getting towed, so keep looking over my stroller. Yeah. I think there's a game. There's more games. We got softball and baseball. How about Saturday?
Back here at Braemar for the bottom half of the first. Home half coming up. Let's take a look at the batting order for the Edina Hornets, the home team. Leading off will be the shortstop, Will Couchman. Batting second baseman number 2, Lewis Meyer. Batting third is the catcher, Adam Bergholt. Cleanup, first baseman, Caden Morgan. Batting fifth is the right fielder, number 4, Jack Dobish. The designated hitter is number 11, Danny Geyer. He'll bat sixth. Camden Chrysler in center bats seventh. Jackson Nevers at third base will bat eighth. And batting ninth is the left fielder, number 14, Jack McCoy. We'll get Jefferson in the field in just a moment. Pitcher Alex Crewson, he made the last out in the top of the first. He's on the rubber here to face the left-handed hitting shortstop Couchman. Winding and firing. That one's high, ball one. Shortstop Will Couchman.
Todd, baseball's at 6:30 on Saturday here.
And that one is up and away as well, 2-0. Out of the windup, 2-0 pitch. And that one's in there for a strike at the knees, 2-1. Two-one pitch from Crewson. And that is in there at the belt. And that clips the outside corner as well. Back to even the count, 2-2. Two-two to the leadoff batter, Will Couchman. And that one comes in high at the letters. It's 3-2, full count, just like in the top half of the first. Ebeling worked a walk for the Jaguars, was stranded at second. It's a full count here to the leadoff hitter for Edina as well. Payoff pitch. That one's fouled off and away. We'll do it all over again. Watch out on the other field. Oh, and there it comes. Couldn't tell if that landed on the other field or not. We have a Little League game going on behind us. Confirmation it did land. New baseball in play. Crewson on the rubber. 3-2 all over again. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Strikeout for Will Couchman. And Crewson sends down the first. Lewis Meyer, the second baseman, bats second for Edina. So Crewson comes back from 2-0 to retire the opening batter. Crewson rocks, fires, and that one's low, ball one. One 0 pitch, similar spot, same result, 2-0. Falling behind 2-0 once again. Catcher Adam Bergholt is on deck. Here comes the 2-0, big cut there from Meyer. He comes up empty, 2-1. Two-one offering from Crewson. That one's hard on the ground, just wide of third. Foul ball, 2-2. Two-two once again from Crewson to Lewis Meyer. 2-2 offering, and that one skips in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. And it'll run full once again. 2 full counts in 2 plate appearances. Crewson out of the windup. His 3-2 pitch. That one's hard on the ground, is short. Coming up with it clean, firing out to first, and couldn't scoop it. And Meyer's going to reach. That was a hard, low throw by the shortstop there. That was number 13, Braden Ebeling. Couldn't quite dig it out at first. Owen Praska, official scorer.
E6.
We're going E6. Error on the shortstop. What's that?
E6.
E6. Error on the shortstop. Short hopped Praska at first base. Throw must have beaten him there. No, it was bang bang. I was a little bit obstructed, but anyway. Meyer reaches on an error. And now it's Adam Bergholtz. Out of the stretch for the first time. Crewson fires, and that one's in there for a strike. Bergholtz, the catcher here for the Hornets. One of many two-sport athletes out there for Edina today. I know for sure he plays football. He was one of the quarterbacks back in the fall. Down to one here. Meyer breaks for second throw, and that one skips up into center field. And that one took some kind of deflection on the way. Did that hit the spike?
Short hop. It's way up.
Short hop?
Yeah.
So big short hop there. Lewis Meyer swipes second base. Runner in scoring position for both teams here. This once again with one out. Pitch was high for ball one. 1-1 to Bergholtz. That's outside for ball two.
He's a baseball guy, so I thought it would be perfect. He's my only baseball player, so
You're lucky you have one. It's a good thing. Way to go, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Another 2-ball count here for the Jaguars starter. It's 2-1 from Crewson to Bergholtz. Meyer getting a big lead at second as well. Big cut from Bergholtz. Fastball that had the plate. Evens it at 2-2. And Crewson set quickly with the 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss. He went around on like some kind of breaking ball outside. Second strikeout for Alex Crewson in the opening inning. And now the cleanup batter, it's Caden Morgan. Morgan, first baseman for the Hornets, stands in right side. Crewson comes set. Glove at the chest. And a swing and a miss on a high fastball. Morgan taking a big cut there and able to get ahead here 0-1. Hornets going deep in the counts here early in the first inning. Crewson able to get strike one here. Meyer in scoring position. And Crewson's going to step off. Meyer's been getting some big leads at both first and second. He broke early after reaching on an error. Scooted up to second on a stolen base. Could not advance on an errant throw into center field. But he's dancing off second here. Breaks for third. Throw down to third. That's going to skip into left field. Meyer's up and running for the plate, and he will score easily. Edina gets the first run of the season. It's the speed of Lewis Meyer on the base pass, wreaking havoc. His second steal of the inning. Second error as well, and the Jaguars allows him to score. And manufacturing some offense there are the Hornets. That one skips in low. To Morgan. Can't remember what the pitch was before, so it's either 2-1 or 1-2. Base is empty. Back in the windup. And that misses for a ball. Ball at least two. 3-1 is the count. 3-1 to the cleanup batter, Morgan. That one skips in low. And I guess that was ball three, so now it's 3-2. Oh, the scoreboard was wrong. That's a good point. That's always a good place to look for it. I'm not used to it quite yet. Another full count coming here. This is Caden Morgan. 3-2 pitch. That one's chopped high in the air towards second. Fielded, firing out of first, and in time to make the play. Edina strands none. They have no hits either, but the error comes around to score after a couple steals and another error. No hits for the Hornets, but they do get a run. End of one here at Braemar. 1-0 Edina over Jefferson. Back here, top two at Braemar Stadium. Braemar Field, something like that. We're here in Edina. Season opener between the Jefferson Jaguars and the Edina Hornets on a beautiful spring night. For baseball, Nick Henches back on the mound. He has a one-run lead. His team scratching across a run on the base pass with Lewis Meyer reaching on an error. Couple stolen bases, and then a second error brings him home. Hench's first pitch in there for a strike. Nick Hench's gets ahead, looking to work quickly. Braden Bender is the batter. Bender grounds one foul of third. And it's 0-2. Jackson Nevers cross to give it a look. 0-2 here to Bender. Hench's out of the windup. That one's away for ball one. I want to thank you for joining us here tonight on YouTube. Bear with us with the camera angle. It's not super ideal here for game one of the season, as Bender fouls one off over his dugout. Remains 1-2. We're working on a little bit of a different camera position potentially here for the rest of the season, but without any obstructions. Says Pete Wagner. I'm told not to give any promises of date from the official scorer. 1-2 pitch to Bender. That's just inside 2-2. But bear with us. Hopefully the play-by-play is good enough that you can tell what's happening in the game. We know the obstructed view isn't super ideal. 2-2 pitch. And that one skips in several feet before the plate, and it runs 3-2. From 0-2 to 3-2. Second full count for Henches. Henches winds and fires, and it clips the outside corner for strike three. Backwards K there for Bender. It's the third already for Henches. One down here in the second. Ethan Kleiss, the batter. Second baseman. And their first strike. Kleiss made a nice play on a high chopper to end the bottom half of the first. Takes low there for ball one. And just gets the sign. His 1-1. That one's chopped foul at the plate. Looks like it caught a piece of the leg there for Kleiss, who's behind 1-2. Big fan of these Jefferson Jaguar uniforms with the baby blues and then the dark blue numbers. 1-2 pitch. Cut on and miss. Another strikeout for Henches. That is his 4th in just an inning and 2/3. These Jaguars uniforms, for me at least, a little reminiscent of like the Toronto Blue Jays with the light blue and the dark blue. Left-handed batter here for the Jaguars takes strike 1. It's Robbie Traylor, third baseman. Almost said shortstop. Traylor down 0-1 here. That one's at the belt, but just a little bit outside. 1-1. And the 1-1 from Henches. That one sails inside. Ducking down to avoid the looping breaking ball is Traylor. 2-1 the count. First baseman Owen Praska on deck if the inning continues. That one is hit the other way. It's going foul, slicing out of play. A little bit late on a fastball. Traylor. And now it's 2-2. Henches 2-2 pitch, looking to strike out the side. Lefty on lefty, and that's low in the dirt, ball 3. Third full count. Second here of the inning. Struck out Bender looking to begin the frame. Now another payoff pitch here with 2 down. Top 2. Henches, that one's hit hard on the ground. Second base, Meyer fields and fires. And it is a 4-3 put out to end the top half of the second. Jaguars go down in order. Edina due up. It's Dobish, Geyer, and Chrysler. 5, 6, 7. Bottom half of the second coming up. Home half of the second here from Braemar in Edina. It's Jack Dobish. Lead off the second. Right fielder for the Hornets. And Alex Crewson. That one, his first pitch is fouled off. Right side, strike 1. Geyer and Chrysler also due up here for Edina in the home second. 1 run on no hits in the first inning. No hits for either team just yet. Crewson's pitch, and that one tailed away outside for ball 1. 1-1 offering. That's inside as Dobish up and out of the way. Crewson rocks his 2-1 pitch, and just high and outside, and from 0-1 to 3-1. Crewson with his 4th 3-ball count already, and the other one Went to 2 balls. A lot of pitches in the early going. 3-1. Lone outside, and it's a leadoff walk here in the second inning for Jack Dobish.
Number 11, Danny Geyer.
Designated hitter Danny Geyer due up for Edina. He hits in place of the pitcher Henches. And a leadoff runner on here in the second. Crewson's back out of the stretch. Swing and a miss. Crewson gets ahead for the second straight batter, but 4 straight balls fallen for Dobish to get to first base. They'll throw back, and Dobish is back in time. Praska tried to apply the tag, but did a good job fielding that ball on the opposite side of the base. Crewson comes set, tailing away, ball 1. One pitch here to Geyer. They'll throw back again, and that one gets away from the first baseman, Praska. That'll go to the fence. And rounding, and Geyer's going to slam on the brakes around second base. Throw comes into the infield. And down to a knee to field it there was Trailer. So up to second base there is, or Dobish rather. Geyer the batter. So Dobish to second base on the errant throw over from the pitcher. Runner in scoring position. A healthy swing and a miss there from Geyer. Takes it to 1-2. Crewson looking for a big first out. He struck out 2 in the first frame. Crewson back to second, and time called at the plate from Geyer. One, 2, and fouled off by Geyer. As he waited on a breaking ball, fouled it off, got a piece of it. It'll stay 1-2. Camden Chrysler, the center fielder, on deck. Jackson Nevers in the hole. It's Dobish at second base. He reached on a walk, leg lift, and that pitch clips the outside corner. Throw down to second. And Geyer, or Dobish, is back in there safe, but it's a strikeout there.
22, Camden Chrysler.
Backwards K, it's the third. Therefore, the pitcher, Crewson. That pitch dotted the outside corner, and Geyer's down on strikes. Camden Chrysler, center fielder in the box, and he sends this one high down the first baseline into foul territory. Praska over looking for it, and it's just drifting out of play. Strike 1. Geyer gets, or Dobish, I've said that like 3 times. Jack Dobish down at second base. Gets the instructions from coach at third. Throw back to second. That one sails into center field. And no harm, no foul. Dobish didn't get a beat on that ball, and it was picked up pretty quickly there by the center fielder. That's Shermack out there. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Jefferson having some issues with those pickoffs here early. It's led to a couple of bases so far. That one is hammered. Right field line and twisting foul. I went foul down the right field line. Admittedly, I lost that one pretty quickly off the bat. 0-2 to Chrysler. Healthy lead for Dobish at second. That one skips in the dirt and Dobish is off. And then he's going to get 90 feet, now 90 feet away from scoring. That one skipped in the dirt off the chest protector of the catcher, Cunningham. He deadened it somewhat, but still skipped off to his left. And now the Jaguars going to bring the infield in here in the second inning. Infielders on the dirt, looking to cut down the run at the plate. Ball 2. Dobish is at third. He reached on a walk. Got 90 feet on an errant pickoff and then 90 feet on a wild pitch. And that one dots the outside corner as well. Another backwards K for Crewson, his fourth. And he's hit that spot just on the outside corner with a fastball a couple times and a big second out for the Jags. It's number 8 batter, Jackson Nevers.
Yeah.
Nevers with a runner at third, 2 down. That one's down and away. A nice stop by Cunningham. Keeps the runner at third. Edina 90 feet away from a second run. They've yet to record a hit. 2 base runners on an error and a walk. Nevers late on a fastball there, 1-1. Dobish lurking 90 feet away. Still out of the stretch here is Crewson with 2 down. And another healthy cut from Nevers comes up empty. It's 1-2. Now Crewson's back in the stretch here with 2 strikes. Is 1-2 and backhanded stop by the catcher Cunningham. It's 2-2. Critical that he keeps those balls in the dirt in front here. With the runner at third. 2-2 offering from Crewson. In the stretch for this one. That one comes inside and it's full. 3-2. Third full count here and through 2 innings. Worked by the Edina Hornets. And now back in the windup for the payoff pitch. And that's down and away, and a nice stop again by Cunningham. As he snared that one. Nevers works a 2-out walk. Runners on the corners here for Jack McCoy. McCoy, left-handed hitting left fielder. Return of the Mac, an appropriate walk-up song, if I've ever heard one. Byron Buxton had that as his walk-up song a couple years ago. I was digging that.
The oft-injured.
And McCoy, that one's in the air. Left field, shallow, coming in and making the play near the line. McCoy retired on the first pitch.
Here's an update from the NBA playoffs. Early in the second quarter, Minnesota Timberwolves 47, Memphis 21.
We're through 2 innings here at Braemar. We just got the Minnesota Timberwolves updated score over the PA here. Timberwolves are off to a hot start. So is Edina. They lead 1-0 after 2 innings. And we'll be back with the home or visiting third in just a minute. Home third here for the Jaguars, or visiting third, excuse me. Owen Praska at first base. He leads it off. Wind up from Henches, and that one's grounded foul. Wide of third. Strike one. It's Praska, then TJ Frine, and then back to the top of the order for Braden Ebeling in the third. 0-1 pitch. That one's skied foul. And it's 0-2 quickly after a couple foul balls. Jaguars worked a leadoff walk. Back in the first inning, 6 in a row, though, sent down by Nick Henches, 4 via the strikeout. Just missing there as Bergholt tried to give it the frame. One and two. Henches out of the windup. That one comes in low. Bergholt flips the glove to catch it near the dirt. 2-2. Not a ton of solid contact early in this game by the hitters, but they are working the counts well. That one's hammered out into left field and played on the short hop. First hit of the game, it comes from Owen Praska, who has a solid line drive base hit. Second leadoff base runner for Jefferson, and the first hit for either team. TJ Frine, left fielder, gets the signs from down at third. Left-handed hitting left fielder. He made the play to end the home second. And he puts down the bunt. It's a good one to third. Nevers fields. This only play is at first. Morgan up on his tiptoes to make the play. And they'll advance the runner down to second. That was a nice bunt there by Frine down to third. He'll get the sacrifice. Almost beat it out as well, but Morgan was able to pull down a high throw from Nevers. So the first pitch, sack, bunt, back to the top of the order for Ebeling. Tying runs out at second. Ebeling coaxed a walk his first time up. Hench is set. His first pitch, and a big swing and a miss. Ebeling down 0-1. Henches checks the runner a few times, and that's up and away. Aiden Shermack, center fielder, is on deck, and Matty Cunningham, catcher, will hit if the inning goes beyond that. Praska, the runner at second after the leadoff single. 1-1 pitch is just low for ball two. Ebeling working the count here after coming up empty. Couple tough takes for 2-1. That one's fouled off behind the plate. Up and out of play. Now 2-2. Henches, 2-2 pitch. Ebeling hammers fair down the left field line. Praska's going to round third and score. Ebeling takes a wide turn, and we are tied at 1. RBI base hit there for Braden Ebeling. That one scorched down the left field line just inside the bag at third. And 1-1. 2 hits in the inning. Sacrifice works out there for the Jaguars as they're able to get the base knock to bring home the tying run. Aiden Shermack hits with Ebeling on for the second time. Oh, and runs inside and hits him in the back. And the Jaguars might have a little bit of an inning brewing here. Top 3. We're tied 1-1. And an opportune time for the pitching coach to come out. He's sending his infielders away. He just wants to meet with the catcher. And the pitcher will pause and be back in just a minute. So 2 on here for the Jaguars. First and second, Matty Cunningham, the catcher, due up. He struck out his first time. 2 on, 1 out. Hornets in double play depth up the middle, and first pitch just outside to Cunningham, ball 1. Pitcher and designated hitter Alex Crewson is due up. He'll bat second if the inning continues. Or he's on deck, I suppose. Another way of saying that. Swing and a miss there, 1-1. First 2 hits of the game for either team here in this top of the third. Jaguars pick up a run on a couple hits. They're still threatening with 1 out. Henches checks the runner at second. Fires. That's a good pitch. Burkle chases it down toward the on-deck circle, and that keeps the runner at second base. Ebeling. 1-2 now, the count to Cunningham. Henches looking for a big strikeout. He's got 4 in 2 1/3. He'd also take a ground ball somewhere on the diamond, on the infield. 1-2. That's fouled back. Getting a piece of it, Cunningham. And he'll stay alive. Cunningham back in the box. Henches peering in for a long while for the sign. Now gets it. Checks the runner at second. Swing and a miss. It looked like maybe a changeup or a breaking ball, but a big strikeout. Cunningham down on strikes for the second time. And now Alex Crewson, the pitcher, looking to pick himself up here and maybe get a base knock to bring home a run or 2. Two outs, runners on first and second. And Crewson fouls that one off right side and out of play. Crewson lined out on the first pitch in his first plate appearance. Soft line drive to the second baseman, Lewis Meyer. Stays aggressive here in AB number 2. Fouls off the first offering, a 1. That's in the dirt, and looked like he held up and did. 1-1. Home plate umpire makes that call in a 2-man crew. One the count here. Henches to Crewson, pitcher on pitcher. And that comes in low, 2-1. No reverse matchup in tonight's game as Henches is not in the lineup to bat. So this is the only time the pitchers will face one another is with Crewson in the box. And that one's just low as Crewson with a tough take. 3-1. And an advantageous count here for the Jaguars. Top 3. 1-1 the score. Henches comes set. 3-1 pitch is in there for a strike. I thought it might be inside. But again, that little bit of the late strike call from the home plate umpire. 3-2 the count. Payoff pitch. Runners should be off. Morgan's going to play off of Shermack there at first. They should get the early start here. 3-2 payoff pitch with 2 gone. Hentges comes set. Runners in motion. And that one's driven out into center field. And it's down for a hit. That's going to get close to the wall. 2 runners are going to score into second with a double. Is Crewson, and a huge hit there. The pitcher picks up his offense. 3-1 Jefferson.
Now batting for Jefferson, number 9, Caden Morgan.
That was the right fielder there, Dobish, for Edina, laying out for that ball, and he almost got it. Almost made a nice play, but could not come up with it. And it's 3-1, a big inning for the Jaguars. And sweet for the pitcher, Alex Crewson. That one's grounded foul at third. Coming right near our camera, off the fence. 3-1 Jaguar lead on 3 hits. Here in the third, it's 3's up. Braden Bender hits here. Struck out looking his first time, and he's down 0-2. And the second at bat of the season. Those runners being in motion turned out to be a big advantage for the Jaguars. It allowed them to score 2 runs there at the plate. It was a strong throw-in from the center fielder there, Chrysler, but just not quite in time. Without the head start, I don't know if they're going to get 2 runs out of that. So well done, well executed by Jefferson. That one's in the dirt again as well. That's 2-2 now. To Bender, who has an RBI out there as well to pick up. Crewson got himself in scoring position with the big double. Two with 2 outs. Hentges swing and a miss on the high fastball. And down on strikes for the second time is Bender. 5 strikeouts through 3 for Hentges, but it's a big inning for the Jaguars. Big 2-out, 2-run double by Alex Crewson. Gives Jefferson a 3-1 lead after 2.5. Edina back to the bats. They'll try to get some revenge on Crewson, who inflicted the damage with the bat. He's back on the mound. Bottom 3 coming up. So it is not Alex Crewson on the mound for the Jaguars. They make the pitching change after 2 innings. Braden Bender is now on the mound. He moves in from right field to pick up the home third. It's top of the order due up for Edina. And I don't know what that means to the defensive alignment just yet. See if they announce it at all. But again, Bender in from right field, the lefty in for Jefferson.
Now batting for Edina, number 12, Will Couchman.
Will Couchman, the shortstop, leads things off in the third. It's top of the order for Edina. He struck out in the first inning after working a full count. Lefty on lefty here. Bender's first pitch. And that's in the dirt. Able to hold up for ball one. Slow breaking ball there from Bender, perhaps appropriately. And that fastball comes in low. It's ball two. So it's one trip through the order there for Alex Crewson. Gives up one run in 2 innings on no hits. And Couchman with a big cut there. Fouls it back to the screen. Now it's 2-1. Hornets scored a run back in the first off of an error, 2 stolen bases, and then another error. That coaxed 2 walks in the second inning, but still no hits on the board as we begin the third. Bender, and that one is high for ball 3, 3-1. Bender's 3-1, and he went around there on what probably would have been ball 4. High fastball up and away. Couchman couldn't hold back, and it's another full count, just like his first plate appearance. Struck out swinging to open the game for the home team. Oh, that one was close, but Couchman went down to first quickly. He was convinced it was a ball. Catcher Cunningham tried to frame it, but it's a leadoff walk. For the second straight inning, Hornets get a leadoff walk. Lewis Meyer up. He scored the only run for the Hornets. Put the ball in play, but reached on a throwing error, and he takes ball 1. That one's just low and away, 2-0. And Bender struggling a little bit to find the strike zone here early. Adam Bergholtz, catcher, is on deck. He'll bat in this inning. Morgan could as well after that. 2-0. That's in there at the knees. 4 strike. Fouled back and out of play, and it's back to even 2-2. Bender kind of trying to throw the timing off there perhaps a little bit, as he's sort of varying his time to the plate, if you will. That time a little bit of a slower leg lift. See what he does this time. Shakes off. Now he'll come set with a 2-2 pitch. A little bit slower again. 2-2. That one's sent high in the air. It's into shallow left field. And in a few steps to make the play, left fielder Frine for the first out.
Now batting for Edina, number 9, Adam Bergholtz.
Adam Bergholtz hits here with 1 gone. Burkhalter to strike out. Victim his first time as well. And a big swing and a miss. Caden Morgan on deck for the Hornets, trailing 3-1 here in the third rather. Home third, leadoff walk worked by Will Couchman. And Burkhalter fouls that one back and out of play, quickly 0-2. As Braden Bender finding a little bit of a groove. Starting to pound the strike zone. And the runner breaks for a second. They try the pickoff, but in easily. Couchman going to get a stolen base as the Hornets are really putting pressure on with the running game. As he steals second without a throw. Made the early move. Bender over to first to Praska, and they did not even try to throw down to second. Burkhalter fouls off another one. Runner in scoring position. Couchman out at second. Another 0-2 coming to Burkhalter. That's in the dirt, and that's going to get away. Down to third. And Bender has to cover the plate, so Couchman all the way to third. And took the words right out of my mouth there. I was getting ready to say with an 0-2 count, got to be ready to block the breaking balls in the dirt, and unable to do so effectively there. Now 90 feet away from a run are the Hornets, but Burkhalter cuts on and misses there. Comes up empty.
Number 7, Caden Morgan.
And that's a big second out. First strikeout there for Bender. And now it's up to Caden Morgan. Morgan chopped out to second, his first time up. Slow breaking ball just outside for ball one. Cunningham looked to frame it. Morgan's ahead 1-0. That's in the dirt all the way to the backstop, and Edina is going to score another one without a hit. 3-2. Jefferson over Edina. It's a one-run game as the walk comes around to score. And Morgan skies that one out to center. Back to his left. Now a couple steps back to the right. And able to make the catch there is the center fielder, Shermack. But Edina scores another run without a hit. They have 2 runs here through 3 innings as they are just working a little bit of magic on the base pass, really forcing the issue, taking advantage of those wild pitches and creating some action with stolen bases. We're through 3 here at Braemar. It's 3-2 Jefferson over Edina. We'll be back with the visiting 4th in just a moment. And we begin the fourth here. Kleiss is the batter. He takes the first pitch strike from Henches. That one's outside and even 1-1. Henches 1-1, and that's low and inside for ball 2. Ethan Kleiss, the batter. Second baseman for the Jaguars, is ahead 2-1. Struck out his first time. That's in there for a strike. Two from Henches. And that's a strike. So it's either 2-2 or it's 3-2. Sorry. Lost the count there. Full count, and there's ball 4. Leadoff walk in the fourth.
Number 7, Robbie Traylor.
Traylor, the batter here, the lefty. Grounded out to second his first time up. Henches over to first, and that throw is well wide of the bag, all the way down the right field line. They're going to wave him to second, and to third rather, and hold up there. So Kleiss all the way to third. Henches knew it right away. That throw was well wide of the bag at first. Now the runner all the way to third, Ethan Kleiss. Nobody out. First pitch to Traylor, and he skies this one left field. Shallow left field across the line, and that's going to land around a few Hornets. Nobody quite able to get there to make the play. And it is a pop fly, strike 1 to Traylor.
Carson, hold on. Carson, hold on.
In the dirt, nice block by Bergholt, ball 1. That's an important block right there. We've seen it on the other side. Jaguars have not controlled the balls in the dirt quite as well. That one slapped on the ground at first, off the chest of Morgan, and there's going to be no play. Runner held at third, but no play at the bag either. And my official score is not there to my right. I'm tempted to give a hit there. We'll see what they put on the scoreboard.
Now batting for Jefferson, number 10, Owen Raska.
So Traylor reaches. Again, I would be tempted to give a hit. Don't think they are going to give one, though. So it'll be likely an error on the first baseman. Runners on the corners now with nobody out. Jefferson back to threatening right after giving up a run in the third. So Praska takes outside there for ball 1. Henches. This is the outside corner there again. Can't be too far off there, but 2-0. Ball 3, now 3-0 from Henches. And some action down the left field line for the Hornets as they're looking to get a couple options heated quickly. Actually, just one down there in the bullpen. 3-0 from Henches. And that's in there for a strike. Clip in the outside corner. Praska 1 for 1. He led off the third last inning for the Jaguars with that base hit into left field, and that's going to run away for ball 4. Bases full here with nobody out in the fourth, and this is dangerous here for Edina. Bases full of Jaguars. Meeting coming on the mound here. And the Hornets are going to make the change. Pitching change here with nobody out in the top of the fourth, as it will be number 19, Soren Eppel, coming in. Or rather, 20, Tommy Schnell. Tommy Schnell into pitch for Edina when we return. Bases loaded, nobody out in the fourth. And a big spot to come into here for the Edina right-hander. It is Tommy Schnell who delivers ball 1. To TJ Frine. Frine takes ball 2 upstairs. Frine with the nice sacrifice bunt in his first plate appearance. Put it down on the first pitch. But he's in hitting mode here. And that one runs just inside. It is 3-0 to Frine with nowhere to put him. Nobody out here in this fourth inning. And the Jags are smelling a big inning. 3-0. And that's in there. Outside corner, strike 1. Top of the order coming up next as well for Jefferson. It's Ebeling on deck. He's been on base twice. Good part of the order. 3-1. Fouled off. 3-2. Three-two pitch. Oh, just low for ball 4. And a run walks in. Tough take there.
Now batting for Jefferson. Number 13, Caden Morgan.
So Ebeling due up. Bases still loaded with nobody out. Kleiss walk to lead off the inning. Comes around to score. Ebeling 1 for 1 with a walk. And he takes ball 1 inside. Ebeling had the RBI base hit just last inning in the third. That tied the game at 1. Came around to score later on the RBI double by Crewson. And the 1-0 here. Ebeling skies this one high left field line. It's turning near the pole. I think it's going to go just foul. And it will. But Ebeling certainly had his teammates hoping for a grand salami there. And it was not too far away, just twisting foul. A little bit out ahead of it. In the dirt. Nice block by Bergholt. It's ball 2. Two 2-1 to Ebeling. Bases still loaded. Trailer at third, reached on the air. A walk to Praska, a walk to Frine. No hits here in this third. Haven't needed any. Big cut from Ebeling. 2-2. Jags scored 3 runs on 3 hits last inning. They already have a run here in the fourth without a hit. And obviously a big threat here. 2-2. Ebeling, line drive, base hit into left field. 1 run's going to score and no more. Trailer comes around to score. It's another RBI base hit for Ebeling.
Now batting for Jefferson. Number 15, Caden Morgan.
Still nobody out. Here in the fourth, and it's 5-2 in favor of the Jaguars. First pitch strike there to Aiden Shermack. He came around to score last inning after being hit by a pitch. Struck out in the first inning. 0 for 1. And that one runs away for ball 1. One from Schnell. That one's driven out toward center. Setting up for it is Chrysler, who makes the catch. His throw's going to be cut off, and a sacrifice fly there as Praska comes in to score. They'll trade the run for the out. 6-2 Jaguars, just the first out here in inning number 4. So 3 in to score for the Jaguars, who reached on a walk, an error, and a walk. 1 down. Runners at first and second for Cunningham, who takes high ball 1. Crewson is on deck, so he did stay in the game. Probably as a designated hitter. Actually, no, he would have had to have stayed in the field somewhere for that to work. One to number 1. And foul back, straight back to the screen. It's 1-2. One, 2 to Cunningham. And he fouls another one back to the screen. Another 1-2 from Schnell. Runs away, ball 2. And Cunningham fouls off another. Two, and Cunningham swings and misses on a high fastball. Big second out, and Cunningham is down 3 times, all on strikes.
Now batting for Jefferson. Number 11,
Alex Crewson comes up. Last time he was at the plate, top of the 3rd, it was a 1-1 game with 2 runners on. He drove both of them in with a double to the gap to make it a 3-1 lead for Jefferson and takes ball 1. Again, that was just last inning that Crewson hit. So strike 1, excuse me. Clip the outside corner. And he fouls one off there. Now it's quickly 0-2. Schnell ahead 0-2. Runners on first and second. Very close there. Tough take for Crewson. Must have been just outside. Certainly had the height. One-two to Crewson. And he gets a piece of that one, fights it off. Schnellen looks in for the sign. Now he'll come set, glove of the belt. Runners in motion. And that's strike 3. Crewson takes strike 3 with the runners in motion. It's strike 3 looking, but a big inning there for the Jaguars. They get 3 runs on just 1 hit. 3 runs once again, 3 in the 3rd, now 3 in the 4th. 6-2 lead for the Jaguars. We're halfway home here at Braemar through 3.5. Hornets back to the bats when we return. Home 4th here for Edina. They trail 6-2. And we'll send up Jack Dobish and followed by Geyer and Chrysler. In the fourth is Braden Bender still on the mound for Jefferson.
Now batting for Edina, number 4,
Jack
Jack Dobish.
Dobish leads off the fourth after a long top of the inning. He walked and advanced to second on a throwing error. Bender's first pitch is up and away on a breaking ball. And low there for ball 2. Two-0 pitch from Bender. That's in the dirt and blocked by Cunningham. 3-0.
Good hitter for him. Come on.
3-0 pitch. And that's right down Broadway, strike 1. Three-one offering coming from Bender. Comes set. And that's in at the knees for strike 2. Back from 3-0 to fill it at 3-2. It's another full count. Hornets have worked a lot of full counts here so far. Still looking for that first hit. And that's in the dirt for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk. Dobish works another one. Second leadoff walk for Dobish. And the third in a row. Edina's had their leadoff batter on with a walk. Fourth walk issued by Jefferson pitching. Second by Bender. Geyer bats here with one on. That one misses. Just inside, it looked like. One oh, that's away. Nice snare by the catcher. Cunningham, 2-0. 2-0 to Danny Geyer. Struck out looking the first time. And that one clips the inside corner. Throw back to first. And Praska snares it back in easily was Dobish. 2-1 to Geyer coming up. High leg kick, and Geyer beats it on the ground towards second. To the bag for one. Throw on to first is scooped up for the double play. 4 to the bag, and then on to first. Kleiss turns it. Nicely done. And it's a twin killing for Jefferson. Nobody on for Camden Chrysler. Leadoff Walker raced. Chrysler struck out looking. His first time up. Breaking ball. Strike 1. Cut on and miss, and that's strike 2. In an inning that was off to a slow start, could be quickly over for Bender. Walked the opening batter, was behind 2-0, and now just a couple pitches later is one strike away from a clean inning. 0-2, up and away. Under the lights now here at Braemar. As we are approaching sunset, if we haven't already hit it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's a clean inning for Bender. Jaguars put a 0 up on the board. And through 4, it is 6-2, Bloomington Jefferson over Edina. We go to the top of the 5th in just a moment. We'll be right back. Schnell back out there for the Hornets with a clean inning. To start the 5th, it's Braden Bender, the opposite pitcher at the moment in there. And he cuts on and misses for strike 1, 1-1. The count as we begin play here in the 5th. Under the lights at Braemar's season opener for Edina. They trail 6-2 through 4. We'll play 7 here tonight. That one's hard on the ground. Nevers to his left. Fields right on target to first for the out. Ethan Kleiss, the batter. And he takes strike 1. Clip in the inside corner. Kleiss is 0 for 1. He worked a walk off of Nick Henches to begin the 4th inning. That was the beginning of a good frame for Jefferson. They plated 3 on no hits in the 4th to take a 6-2 lead, and it was Kleiss who started that rally. With the walk, he's even here 1-1. Schnell works out of the windup. It's a spot outside corner for strike 2. One, 2 here from Schnell. And that misses inside. It's 2-2. Schnell works quickly. His 2-2. High fastball cut on and missed. And they'll go around the horn. Quick second out here in the 5th. That's the 3rd strikeout for Schnell in an inning and 2/3 here. Struck out 3 of the last 4 batters he's faced. He's found a little bit of a groove. since giving up a walk and a single first two batters he's faced, 5 in a row. Sent down. That one is just a touch low to the left-handed batter Trailer. Trailer reached on an error with the infield in. That one's high for ball 2. And in there for strike 1. Cut on and miss for strike 2. Scoreboard says 3-2 on the count. I may have fallen asleep at some point during this at bat and missed a few pitches, but 3-2. That one is off the facing of the dugout. Slicing foul, staying alive, is Trailer. Gets the sign. Here comes the pitch. And outside ball 4. Trailer will reach with a 2-out walk.
Now batting for Jefferson, number 10, Owen Praska.
Owen Praska bats. He is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Single to lead off the 3rd, and a walk in the 4th inning that later came around to score. Scored both times through so far, and it's ball 1 there from Schnell. He's working quickly here in this inning. He'll slow the pace a little bit with the runner on first. Not a huge lead over there at first. And that's driven out into shallow center. Coming on and making the catch for the 3rd out is Camden Chrysler. So Hornets, or rather the Jaguars, leave 1. But it's a relatively quick and clean inning. They throw up a 0, and time to get back to the bats. Home 5th. Coming up, 6-2 Jefferson.
Never.
Home 5th begins with Jackson Nevers in the box. He walked his first time up, and Braden Bender is back out there for a 3rd inning, at least to begin it. And he hits the outside corner there with a breaking ball for strike 1. Nevers, McCoy, and Couchman due up in the 5th for Edina. That one's hard on the ground to second. Kleiss takes the hop, fires onto first, and out number 1.
Now batting for Edina, number 14,
Jack McCoy in the box. Flew out to left field on the first pitch, his first time through the order. Lefty on lefty here. Breaking ball. Clips the top part of the zone for strike one. Bender really working this. His curveball well here. That's a fastball cut on and missed at the top part of the zone, and quickly 0-2. Curveball there in the dirt. Nice block. Ball one. McCoy wouldn't fish. 1-2. Couchman, the shortstop, is on deck. Fouled off. We'll do it again at 1-2. Is that one back to the backstop? Bender set with a 1-2 once again. High leg kick, and that's in the dirt. That one might have stung the catcher a little bit. Cunningham. Two the count here with one down. Breaking ball, that's tapped foul at the first base line. And that one's hammered on the ground wide of first as well. And quite a battle here with two strikes from Jack McCoy. He's fought off 3 pitches, I believe, 3 or 4. Battling hard here. Another 2-2. And that one's low and away. McCoy's worked the count full here, 3-2. Three-two pitch, just missing, low and away. And McCoy works the walk. He'll reach for the top of the order. Will Couchman up. That breaking ball's in the dirt, and off for second is McCoy. He'll get there standing, and it's ball one. Couchman reached on a walk, then a stolen base, and a couple wild pitches brought him home. He scored one of the 2 runs back in the third. Now he has one out there in scoring position. Bender comes set. His 1-0 offering, slow to the plate. Inside, off the catcher, and 90 more feet. Took a minute to find it, but now advancing to third there is McCoy, and catcher wants to have a chat with the pitcher. So McCoy did really well to work that walk. He fell behind early in the count and reached. Now 2 wild pitches later, he's 90 feet away from another Edina run. They're really taking advantage of those wild pitches. Cut on and miss, and 2-1 rather. Lewis Meyer, second baseman, on deck. 2-1 pitch, and another swing and a miss, and it's even 2-2. The 2-2, and that's fouled off. Third base line. They're 2-2 coming here to Couchman. That's in the dirt all the way to the backstop, and the run's going to come home. That must have hit the plate. It made kind of a weird sound. It took a big hop, but another run plated for the Hornets there on the wild pitch. Beyond that, it's now another full count. So Edina has scored 3 runs in this game without a single hit. 2 walks have come around to score. An error has come around to score. No hits. And another one fouled off. A big battle here with Couchman. Edina staying in this game by being active on the base paths. 3-2 inside, ball 4.
Now batting for Edina. Number 2, Lewis Meyer.
It's another walk. That is the 4th walk issued by the pitcher for Jefferson, Braden Bender, and right on cue, some action going down into the Jefferson bullpen. And as that starts, we're going to get a mound visit. 1 out in the home 5th. Runner on first, mound visit for the Jaguars, who still lead 6-3. One out, Meyer the batter. That one skips in, throw down to second, and it's a little bit high. Strong throw there by the catcher Cunningham, but the running game continues for the Hornets. Couchman moves down to second on the ball to Lewis Meyer. One-0. That's in the dirt, and that one is smothered a little bit better by Cunningham. 2-0. Action, I have to imagine, is coming quickly in the Jefferson bullpen. Still some stretching going on down there, though. Maybe not yet. Bender could be on the hook for a couple more hitters. That should be a strike at the knees, and it is. Good pitch there. Dotting low and away, low outside corner. Tough pitch to do anything with. Two one. Bender. Couple nods to the runner at second, and Meyer will step out. Couchman out at second. He came around to score after a walk in the third. Another walk here in the fifth. And it looks like it's going to be a balk. So Bach the call. That'll advance the runner to third. "90 feet away from another run for the Hornets. 2-1 pitch from Bender. That one's hard on the ground, and a base hit into right field. First hit of the night for Edina, and it's an RBI base hit for Lewis Meyer to make it 6-4. Nice job going the other way for Meyer. That's the first RBI of the night for the Hornets. The other 3 runs all coming on wild pitches. Finally able to put a hit up on the board. 6-4 the score. And still a threat here in the 5th inning. And that's going to be the pitching change there for the Jaguars. So Braden Bender, he goes 2 1/3, leaves 1 on there. 1 on the bases. It is 6-4 with 1 out in the 5th. Pitching change for Jefferson. So Jefferson with the pitching change. Owen Praska in from first base. He'll be the new pitcher with 1 gone in the home half of the 5th. Bottom 5. And they go for the pickoff over there. Praska was on the receiving end of a few of those. Unable to make it happen. There's a change, I think, in the game. Looks like number 5 is over at first base now for the Jaguars. Left-handed first baseman as Burkhalter takes strike 1. Yeah, Connor Iverson is in the game at first. I think that might be Bender's spot in the lineup, but we'll see when it comes around, I suppose. It's a little hard to keep track of scoring changes and whatnot from where we're sitting, but we do our best. 1-1 is the count with 1 out. Praska's 1-1. Breaking ball in the dirt. Low for ball 2. Burkhalter, the Hornets catcher, struck out twice, both times swinging. It's his 3rd different pitcher that he's faced as well. And the catcher, Cunningham, is out to the mound here. Might have been a cross-up of some signs. So Cunningham back into his spot. 2 on the count. Hopefully signs all squared away. Comes set at the waist. And that one in there for a strike, catching the inside corner. Burkhalter backed out of the way just a little bit, leaned in, but flipped the inside corner, 2-2 the count. Praska set. Meyer at first, and Burkhalter fouls it back. Good rip at that one. He'll stay alive. Lewis Meyer off the RBI base hit. He's at first. Scored the first run for Edina back in the first to give them a 1-0 lead. That lead stood until the third when the Jaguars took a 3-2 lead, and they've led ever since. Burkhalter swings and misses.
Now batting for Edina, number 7, Caden Morgan.
Caden Morgan up now for Edina. Inning up to him. He comes up as the tying run and the cleanup batter. Caden Morgan in. He's 0 for 2. Put the ball in play twice. Once on the ground to second. Fly out to center. And that one misses. Ball 1. Inside ball 2. Jack Dobish is on deck. 2 walks so far. That's hard on the ground. Tough play, and it's into left field for a base hit. Morgan with a single past the outstretched shortstop, Ebeling. And second hit for the Hornets. Tying run on with 2 down.
Now batting for Edina, number 4, Jack Dobish.
Dobish has reached twice on a walk. So no official plate appearances, or at-bats rather. It's inside for ball 1. One runner in scoring position. Caden Morgan at first represents the tying run in a 6-4 game. It's getting a little bit tighter here late, and Praska rather, misfires again, 2-0. Caden Morgan got ahead 2-0 and unleashed a base hit into left, jumping on a good pitch to hit. And Dobish tries to do the same. He hits it foul. That wide of third, 2-1. Breaking ball just outside, and it's 3-1. 2 walks already for Dobish. Now it's 3-1 with 2 runners on. Big pitch here. Praska's 3-1. That one's sky down the left field line. It's going to go foul out of play. Full count. Action pitch here. 3-2. Runners will leave their bases. It's Meyer at second. Morgan at first, getting a head start. 3-2 pitch, and in the dirt and smothered. Third walk for Dobish. He's got the hat trick of walks, and the bases are loaded with 2 down. Danny Geyer, the designated hitter. 0 for 2, bounced into a double play last time up. That was in the 4th. Racing leadoff walk Ball 1. Nowhere to put Geyer. 3 walks, 2 base hits in the inning. Hornets have just 2 runs out of it so far, but the base is loaded here. Huge chance, getting late. And that one runs the inside corner. Geyer spinning away, inside shoulder, but takes it for a strike, even at 1. Out of the windup is Preska, and that's a similar pitch and similar results. 1-2. Preska trying to get out of a jam. 1-2 pitch out of the windup. Here it comes. Smothered in the dirt, and it ran away a little bit. Not far enough. Hornets stay put at third. 2-2. Biggest plate appearance of the game so far, Danny Geyer. Bases juice. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Just inside, and it's full. 3-2. That did not miss much of those first 2 pitches that were called strikes. 3-2. Bases loaded. Runners in motion. And driven out to right field. Coming in and making the play to end the threat. Edina gets 2 but strands 3. We head to the 6th. It's a little bit closer now. 6-4 Edina trailing Jefferson. Top of the 6th here at Braemar. 6-4 in favor of Jefferson at the moment. And leading off here in the 6th is Frine. He is no official plate appearances so far. A walk and a sacrifice bunt. Ahead 3-0 and now 3-1. Cut on and missed. Fastball now 3-2. Schnell working quickly. And that one clips the inside corner all the way back from 3-0. Strike 3 looking. And Schnell has his, looks like, 4th strikeout. Ebeling swings at the first pitch, skies into left field, and it's a quick second out there as the left fielder Jack McCoy gloves it. So from 3-0 to a strikeout, And then a first pitch flyout for Ebeling. First time he's been retired. And 2 down quickly. Aiden Shermack takes strike 1. That one's hit on the ground to first and past the diving Morgan into shallow right and reaching on what we'll have to see. Could be a base hit for Shermack. So Maddie Cunningham up. He struck out 3 times. Got the hat trick, trying to avoid the golden sombrero. Cunningham laid on a fastball. Strike 1. Schnell from the stretch. Just high for ball 1. Goes to first. Close play there as was dug out by Morgan on the backhand. Shermack back in time. Back pick down to first, so that's going to get away from Morgan. Shermack down to second, and they'll put up the stop sign there. So the catcher, Burkhull, tried to go down to first to back pick the runner. Misfired, and that's going to allow Shermack into scoring position. Looks like the pitch was a strike. We got 1-2 on the board. One-two pitch. Breaking ball up and in. Two-two pitch. 2 outs. And outside corner for strike 3. Cunningham goes down looking for the first time. 4th time down on strikes overall, and the error is stranded. 6-4 Jaguars going to the home 6th as we get late in this one. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom 6 for Edina. Camden Chrysler leads off. Lead cut in half in the home 5th as Praska drops home a breaking ball, strike 1. Hornets got 2 in the bottom of the 5th to cut the 4-run lead in half. 6 outs to play with here to see if they can get a couple more. And another breaking ball. And Praska drops it in. He's ahead 0-2. Bottom of the order here for the Hornets. 0-2 pitch. Oh, and that one runs up inside and hits Chrysler. Fastball running inside and got him up high. Leadoff batter on. Chrysler at first. Nevers bats, and that one ran inside all the way to the backstop. Chrysler down to second. For a second, I thought Nevers might have been hit himself just the way he moved, but didn't look like it. Ball 1. So things unwinding a little bit quickly here for Praska. And Nevers smashes it through the hole into left field. Base hit there. Edina in business, trailing by 2. Runner's going to hold up at third. Jack McCoy bats. He got things started in the last inning after Nevers bounced out to begin the frame. He worked a walk in and ended up coming in to score. Cunningham will give the first and third signs here. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Tying run at first. McCoy bats, taking off for second. They'll throw down, and it's cut off by the shortstop. So now 2 in scoring position. Stolen base for Nevers. Tying run is in scoring position with nobody out for Edina. And this one's sent foul down the left field line. Off the tree, lands not too far behind us. Foul ball, strike 1. And that's down low for ball 1. In the dirt, ball 2. Praska comes set. Good take there, low and inside. Now we'll fill it at 3-2. Base open at first. That one's hard on the ground. Foul just wide of third, and that one would have likely tied the game at 6. Another payoff pitch coming again. First base open. 3-2. That one up the middle. Fielded it short and bobbled. One will come home, and they're on the corners again. And it's a 1-run game.
They're up by almost 30 at one time. It was like 27 or 28.
Top of the order, and Will Couchman here for Edina in a one-run game. Still nobody out. Tying run 90 feet away. That's in there for a strike at the belt to Couchman. He has walked and scored twice.
They make theirs, we miss ours.
Praska comes set. That one comes in. And another strike, and he's ahead 0-2. Praska ahead 0-2. He started the first batter of this inning 0-2 as well, and then the hit by pitch and everything that's come after that hasn't been good. Praska 0-2 to Couchman, looking for a big first out in the sixth. Low and inside, ball one.
Why would you not try
That's how they let the NBA in scoring. They shoot quick. No foul. No foul.
1-2 pitch from Praska. That's another one fouled off to the screen.
I saw the numbers.
67, 69, 69, 71.
1-2 pitch, runner goes. That is in there for strike three, down to second and into center field. That's going to tie the game. Couchman strikes out, but the throw goes into center, and we are tied at 6.
He's a great athlete. Scott's a great athlete, so I'm not surprised if this kid's good at sports.
6-6, Edina all the way back from down 4. And now a runner in scoring position with one out. They have a chance to take the lead.
You said Danny's at the game?
Yeah.
Good for him. This is 12 runs. That's
Lewis Meyer bats here for Edina. And that's a ball. Meyer had an RBI hit in the last inning, came around to score in the first. And that's in the dirt. Meyer heading the count here. 2-1. Meyer drives that one under the glove, into the gap in left center. They're going to send the runner. Throw to the plate is not in time, and Edina leads 7-6 all the way back from down 4. Meyer coasts into second as the throw goes toward the plate. 7-6, Edina with the lead. Lewis Meyer has been big tonight. 3 runs here, the 6th for Edina. And now it's Adam Bergholt. Bergholt swings and misses, strike 1. It's been a rough night for the catchers offensively, both of them in the 3-hole. Matty Cunningham has struck out 4 times for Jefferson, and his opposite number behind the dish, Adam Bergholt, struck out 3 times. That's 1-1. The ball, they'll go down to third. Advancing to third there on the pitch in the dirt is Lewis Meyer. He gets himself 90 feet from scoring. So bottom of the order, getting it done for Edina. 7, 8, 9 batters led off this inning. And they have all come around to score for the 7-6 lead. Now Meyer, as they look to add some insurance, is 90 feet away. Infield has come in. Praska comes home. Bergholt skies one. Right field line, long run after it. And it's foul. Into tough spot there. 3 fielders, second base, first base, right field. No one could quite get there. Would have been a tough play. And then even if you make that play, there is a potential for the tag depending on who catches it. The momentum's going away from the plate, so that one will just go foul. 1-2 is the count. Outside, 2-2. Meyer, the insurance run, 90 feet away. Edina leads 7-6. That's in the dirt to the backstop, and Meyer's going to scoot home and touch the plate emphatically with the right spike. 8-6 is the lead for the Hornets, who have struck 4 times in the 6th. 6 unanswered for the home squad. They'll have a chance to close it out in the top of the 7th. And it's a full count now to catcher Bergholt as well. And he'll take his base.
Now batting for Edina. Number 7, Caden Morgan.
Still just 1 down here in the 6th. Caden Morgan will bat. He had a big base hit in the 5th inning. 1 for 3. Bergholt at first after the walk. Morgan bats. That's in the dirt. Smothered. But advancing down to second anyway is Bergholt. It's been a long night behind the dish for Cunningham. And the Hornets have taken advantage at times. They have 8 runs on 3 hits officially. And now a conference at the mound with Praska. We'll take a quick break. Connor Iverson, the fourth Jefferson pitcher, the lefty, comes in with a runner on second, one down, and Caden Morgan in the box. Lefty delivers, away ball one. They check the runner down at second. Burkhalt's back in there safely, and Iverson wants to talk signs. Iverson's 1-0 pitch, and that's away ball two. Jefferson will have 4, 5, 6 in their order due up. In the top of the seventh, they'll be trailing by at least 2 when we get there. And that's a 4-pitch walk. Jack Dobish is up. He's walked all 3 times he's been at the plate. Has yet to come around to score, though. But he's been on the base pass. And now 2 runners on. That's low for ball one. Danny Geyer, who is on deck, would be the 9th to bat in the inning if we get there. And that catches the upper quadrant of the zone, 1-1. With 1 out. Foul back to the screen, and it's 1-2. Iverson ahead here, 1-2. Another one fouled back, and it'll stay 1-2. Iverson set at the belt. Looks back to Berghalt at second. Lifts the leg, comes home. Fouled off right side. And another foul ball. We'll do it again. One, two from Iverson. And that's in there at the belt. Strike 3 called. Dobish is down on strikes for the first time. And now Danny Geyer will bat. He's the 9th to bat in this inning. He ended the 5th by flying out to right field with the bases juiced. It was a big out at the time for the Jaguars to keep it a 2-run lead, and that's a line drive into center. Base hit, fumbled out there in center, and the run's going to score easily. Bergholt around. It's a 5-spot for Edina, and a big hit there for another insurance run. 9-6 Hornets lead. Camden Chrysler will bat. He led off this inning when he got hit by a pitch. So now any way you spin it, the Hornets have batted around this inning. I know that's a little bit controversial. Is it 9 men in the inning? Is that batting around?
Is that controversial?
I think it is. Some people think, you know, the...
If you go through the 9, and it's the 10th batter that...
Right.
So do you say they batted around when the 9th guy is up, or when the 10th guy comes up?
That's why it's controversial. I lean toward.
This is the ninth is batting around.
Yeah, I agree. But this is the 10th, so that's why I said either way. Either definition.
Where did that debate ever happen?
They've batted around. Oh, you've never heard that before?
No.
Oh, it's a common one.
Apparently, I never heard of it.
The official scorer has never heard of this debate.
Official score.
Hornets bat around in the 6th. Chrysler down 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. But it's a 5 spot for the Hornets. They've scored 7 unanswered. They'll go to the 7th with a 3-run lead and a chance to close it out. We'll be back in just a moment. Tommy Schnell is back on the mound for the 4th inning with a chance to close it out. And Crewson goes to right, other way with the first pitch. It's a leadoff knock, down by 3. And the Jaguars have a little bit of life. Alex Crewson, who was the starting pitcher, gets his 2nd hit. First pitch leads off the inning. And that will bring up Braden Bender. Oh, and that one caught him square on the number. Right on the back. And now there's 2 on with nobody out. 2 pitches into the inning. And a quick conference coming between Schnell and Burkholz. So Ethan Kleiss now up as the tying run. Hornets with 7 unanswered ever since Tommy Schnell came in and at least held it to a 6-2 lead at the time. He came in a tough spot with bases loaded, nobody out. In the 4th, it was actually a pretty good job to get out of that inning, giving up just 3. Hornets have scored 7 in a row since, but now here come the Jags in the final inning. Maybe one final opportunity. Pitch to Kleiss into the belt for a strike, 1-1. That's in for a strike at the knees, and Schnell finds the fastball command. At a good time to make it 1-2. Working quickly, set at the bell, 1-2 pitch. And so strikeout was the call, so they get an out, but it's a double steal. Almost as good as a sack bunt. They get 2 into scoring position. And looks like the ump umps are going to send the runners back. I'm not sure why. So a huge call there. Batter is out. Runner on his way to third is out as well, so that's 2 down. And the runner at second had to go back to first, so that is a rally killer right there. And now all of a sudden 2 gone. And the Hornets are 1 out away from the win. Trailer is the batter. He takes ball 1. Schnell's pitch inside corner for a strike. One. Close, but just low. And 2-1. Jaguars down to their final out. 2-1 pitch. Fouled off to the screen, and now it's the final strike. 2-2. Schnell's 2-2 pitch just outside, and it's full 3-2. Three-two pitch, runner goes, and it's high, ball 4. Just a little bit of life left for the Jaguars, who will bring the tying run back to the plate.
Now batting for Jefferson, number 10, Owen Raska.
Ball 1 to Owen Praska, who comes in as the tying run. Reached twice, scored twice, single and a walk. Just low and away to Praska, who's now ahead 2-0. Schnell's 2-0 pitch. Fouled off by Praska, 2-1. Schnell looks in for the sign, comes set. Is 2-1. Big cut and a miss by Praska. Final strike again for Jefferson. 2 runners on. Owen Praska, the tying run at the dish. Down to the final strike. Schnell set. Lines, fires, and got him. Overpowered with the fastball. And that will do it. Tommy Schnell, 4 strong innings for Edina to bring it home. They score 5 in the 6th to win it 9-6. Big opening night win for the Hornets. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube. Again, Edina wins 9-6. Have a great night, folks.